Tokyo, July 28, 2025. In a political atmosphere already fraught with tension, an exclusive opinion poll conducted by Ann All Nippon News reveals a nation sharply divided over Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba's sudden resignation. According to the survey, the Japanese public is nearly evenly split, with 48% supporting the resignation, 45% opposing it, and 7% undecided, a result that underscores a deeper political, generational, and ideological fault line running through modern Japanese society. This polarizing event comes amid mounting scrutiny of the Ishiba administration over a range of issues, including media manipulation, foreign policy friction, and internal Liberal Democratic Party (LDP) divisions. Ishiba's decision to step down, though framed as a voluntary withdrawal for the nation's stability, has sparked fierce debates across newsrooms, social platforms, and neighborhood cafes. Let's unpack the deeper story behind these numbers. Part 1. The poll, what do the numbers say? Conducted between July 25 and July 27, Ann's nationwide poll included responses from over 12,000 participants aged 18 and above. The poll's most striking finding: a society nearly split down the middle. 48% support Ishiba's resignation. 45% oppose it. 7% are undecided. But when broken down demographically, fascinating trends emerge. Ages 18 to 29, 56% support resignation, 36% oppose. Ages 30 to 49, 50% support, 44% oppose. Ages 50 to 69, 43% support, 51% oppose. Ages 70 plus, 36% support, 59% oppose. Geographically, urban centers like Tokyo and Osaka showed higher support for resignation, while rural prefectures such as Tottori, Ishiba's hometown, displayed strong opposition, with over 63% wanting him to stay in office. Part 2. Supporters, it was time to go. For many, Ishiba's resignation was not only expected, it was overdue. Critics cite his failure to deliver on key promises, particularly around digital infrastructure reform, education modernization, and inflation control. I voted for change, and instead I got indecisiveness and media games, said 27-year-old Ayaka Mori, a freelance designer in Shibuya. He lost focus after the initial energy. Maybe he was never meant to be PM in the first place. A growing number of younger voters believe Ishiba's soft diplomacy approach made Japan vulnerable in global negotiations, particularly with China and the US. He lacked backbone on trade, commented Riku Tanaka, a university economics major. We need a tough negotiator, not a philosopher. Women's rights groups, who once praised Ishiba for including more women in cabinet discussions, also became disillusioned after a proposed gender equality bill was shelved earlier this year under LDP pressure. Part 3. Opponents, a coup by the back door. Yet a significant portion of the public views Ishiba's resignation not as a voluntary act, but as the result of calculated political pressure from within the LDP and media elites. There is a dangerous precedent here, warned Professor Keiko Yamazaki of Waseda University. A sitting prime minister being effectively ousted by a combination of party backroom deals and media manipulation is deeply anti-democratic. Online, hashtags like #IshibaStayStrong and #MediaCout have trended on Japanese Twitter X as conspiracy theories about fabricated news reports, including the now discredited Yomiuri and Mainichi reports about Ishiba's planned resignation, gain traction. I don't even like Ishiba, but this is scary, said Satoshi Fujimoto, a 62-year-old business owner from Fukuoka. Who's next? Will every PM now live in fear of the press? Part 4. Inside the LDP, celebration or crisis. Within the LDP, Ishiba's departure has triggered both relief and panic. Party insiders aligned, with rising stars like Sanae Takaichi and Toshimitsu Motegi have begun consolidating their power, with backroom talks already underway regarding succession. Many see Ishiba's political style, deliberate, policy-heavy, and often aloof, as incompatible with today's fast-paced political climate. Ishiba never adapted to modern politics, one anonymous LDP lawmaker told Ann. In the age of social media and daily polling, he was still behaving like it was 1985. However, not everyone in the LDP is cheering. Factions aligned with regional development and defense autonomy, both signature policies under Ishiba, now face marginalization. Some fear that a return to hawkish centralization may undo years of careful decentralization. Part 5. International reaction, subtle concern. Globally, Ishiba's exit has raised eyebrows. The United States issued a brief statement reaffirming its alliance with Japan, while China's state media noted the instability of Japanese leadership. The world sees a pattern. Japan cannot seem to hold on to a leader for long, said political analyst Hiroshi Kamita. This reduces our diplomatic leverage, especially in multilateral settings. In South Korea, conservative media celebrated Ishiba's exit, citing his previous critical stance on historical revisionism. Meanwhile, ASEAN diplomats expressed cautious optimism, hoping his successor will prioritize regional cooperation. Part 6. Media's role, firestarter or watchdog. A significant portion of public anger, regardless of stance on Ishiba, is now directed at Japan's major media houses. Ann's own poll revealed that 57% of respondents distrust national newspapers, with Yomiuri and Mainichi being singled out for publishing unverified resignation rumors days before Ishiba officially stepped down. It's media malpractice, said Seiji Oda, a journalist turned activist. They manufactured pressure, then reported on that pressure as fact. It's a hall of mirrors. In response to mounting backlash, both Yomiuri and Mainichi have issued partial apologies, claiming they were misled by multiple sources within the LDP. But public trust remains shaken. Part 7. What's next? The search for a successor. With Ishiba's formal resignation to take effect within the week, the political spotlight now turns to his replacement. Early front-runners include Sanae Takaichi, known for her nationalist stance and media criticism. Toshimitsu Motegi, a seasoned negotiator with strong U.S. ties. Fumio Kishida, making a comeback bid as the moderate consensus builder. An emergency LDP leadership election is expected in early August, and already, factions are jockeying for control. Yet the public remains skeptical. Changing the face doesn't fix the system, remarked student activist Mike Hubo. We want transparency, not just another scripted election. Conclusion. A divided democracy or democratic awakening. Prime Minister Ishiba's resignation has done more than end a premiership, it has ignited a national conversation about the power of media, the fragility of political leadership, and the very health of Japan's democracy. The Ann poll does not just reflect public opinion, it reveals a people grappling with conflicting desires, stability versus reform, tradition versus progress, transparency versus loyalty. With 48% cheering the end of Ishiba's reign and 45% lamenting what they see as a political takedown, the story is far from over. As Japan stares down its political future, one question looms large: was this resignation the symptom of a broken system, or the spark of long overdue democratic reckoning?